Hello Sagittarius, it's Lisa, and here is your March 25th to 31st, 2024 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box below this video. Okay, so Sagittarius, let's see what the overall message is for you this week. It's a very interesting week for most of the signs. So the overall message for you is the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is getting some information from someone that you've been talking to. So it can be a family member or a friend, but it can also be a boss. So you've, applied for a promotion or you applied for a job. So it can be that where you get the information, super rewarding. It helps you move forward. It can be a lawyer, doctor. It's someone that you've been having conversations with. You know them. It doesn't come out of the blue. And you get the information this week and you move forward. For some of you, it can be that you haven't got the message yet, like the information, and you're waiting. But it really does feel like you get some kind of information this week and then things move forward. So let's see what the challenge is, because that will let us know, Sagittarius. So the challenge for you this week is going for it. So whatever this is, so this information comes and then it's like, okay, do I go for it or don't I? Do I come out of my comfort zone? Do I live life to the fullest? Like wherever it lands in your life, it just feels like it's time to press that button, to go for it, to make the change, to take this information and go for it. And yeah, it's just kind of like, what are you waiting for? And then where you need to focus on, Sagittarius, is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is about listening to your gut, not your head or your heart. Our heart can be skewed. It can be, based on certain things that have happened. So it kind of gives us mixed messages. Sometimes you can't always trust what your heart is saying, because your heart can either get you in trouble and be like, woo, let's go. Or it can be guarded based on things, or you're looking at things skewed from your heart. Your head is where fear and doubt and insecurity lives. It's that devil on your shoulder. It lives in your head. And it can be temptation, all of those things, right? So if you're trying to make some changes, if this opportunity comes, you can be like, your head will be like, don't take it. Don't take that risk and jump off the cliff. Just, stay in the place that you are, or, don't make the changes you want to make, or go for what it is you want. It stops you. Where your gut will tell you, what should I really do? And where, like, some people will say, and I was watching the CIA guy the other day who was talking about, don't listen to your instincts, because your instincts, will tell you one thing. And he looks at his gut as his head, because it's kind of like your head will tell you go for it or don't go for it. It's very aware. That's just how it works for him. In this situation, it's kind of like our gut instinct is telling us what we need to do. And if we listen to it, that's what our brain would say, okay, I should do this. But then our subconscious comes in, and that's when we get talked out of it, right? Which is the devil on your shoulder. So that's why they say this card is about balancing that. Balance your heart, understand where your heart's coming from, that it's skewed. Same with your brain. That's where, the devil lives and will kind of put in mixed messages, and then you balance it with your gut. Right? So then it gives you a clear message of what you really should do. It's time to take that leap. And it's only my head that's telling me that, it's not ready, or I'm not ready, or whatever it is, right? And it's time to take that leap. And then what you don't see coming we'll reveal in a minute. So, if it's about health and fitness, it's telling you what you need to do. You need to go for it. If it's about relationships, this information comes in, and then you're like, okay, so now I know what the situation is. My gut's telling me, yep, do this. It's good. Stick with it, or come out of my comfort zone and try this new way. And then it leads you forward. And then if it's career, it's like, just go for it. Okay. Even if your head's going, oh my God, are you sure? You need to go for it. So this information comes in. It helps you move forward. The Page of Cups is that you do your part. you take the steps you need to take, and the universe brings you exactly what you need in order to move forward, right? So it can be an invitation, this information, whatever it is, but it helps you make the decision and helps you move in the right direction. And then it's understanding that everything happens when it's supposed to happen and how it's supposed to happen. So it kind of allows you to let go of the outcome, right? Because it's kind of like, okay, I'm just going to do my part in it. This card is all about, what will be, will be. And I don't have to worry about all that. I just have to worry about the steps I need to take, do the best I can, and allow things to play out the way that they're supposed to play out. It kind of allows you to let go of a lot of things. And then the challenge is you going for this and really kind of committing and taking that leap of faith and saying, okay, I'm trusting, I'm going to go for it, and I'm doing this. The Four of Swords is that you go through a healing process when you do this. Sometimes we think, okay, I have to withdraw to heal, but there comes a point where you have to kind of take action to heal. And when you take action, then everything moves forward. And when you focus on gratitude, what it is that you do have, you get more and more things to be grateful for. So the Ace of Cups is all about coming from a place of gratitude. What you put out is you get back. When this card comes up, I always suggest that people start writing a gratitude journal, focusing on what they do have rather than focusing on what you don't have. And when you do that, so many things happen. You quiet that subconscious. You start to focus on what is really positive in a situation, even what, positive about yourself. So that it makes you feel better. You look at things differently. It gives you a new perspective of a situation. And then it also puts that energy out to the universe. So the universe will continue to bring you positive things into your life. So then what you need to focus on is just trusting your gut and going for it, balancing your head and your heart with your gut. And when you do, that leads you to big success, happiness, fulfillment, big success coming. It just feels like you kind of have to go for it. Just take this kind of step over the threshold and trust that it's going to work out. The Page of Wands is listening again to your gut, not listening to what everybody else says or what they think you should do. It's ultimately going, what? This is what my gut's telling me I need to do, and I need to trust it, believe it, and follow it. Not what, everybody says. And the interesting thing about the Page of Wands is that it's talking about the people. If you go to talk to people and get people's advice, it's kind of one of those things where everybody has an agenda and their opinion is skewed from their view, right? So it's like if they're afraid to go for something, then they're going to tell you not to go for it. If they have a bad relationship or something bad happened to them in a relationship, they're going to tell you from that point of view, right? Rather than trusting your gut and saying, what, this is what I feel like I need to do. Understand that when you ask other people for advice, it is skewed out of jealousy or out of their opinion from their view of their lives, right? So it's kind of like they hold their mirror up to you and project their life onto you. So you can use people as sounding boards, but ultimately you need to follow your gut. And what does your gut tell you you need to do? And when you do that, everything moves in the right direction. And then what you don't see coming, is you shining, you coming center stage, you being the best version of yourself, you being 100% authentic who you are. It's like when you go for it and walk across this threshold and really kind of take that chance to go for it, you become the best you and you shine, you come center stage. It really is amazing. Then as you move forward, you're moving towards success. And just remember to be balanced, body, mind, and soul. This card is all about, making sure your ego's in check, making sure you're grounded in the situation, because as success comes in, we can start going, our mind can kind of go out of whack, our ego goes out of whack. And if you're balanced with it, then more success will come in. If you go out of whack, then it slows everything down. So you don't want to do that. Just be balanced, and then you become this magnet to the law of attraction, and it just flows. Out of balance, it stops flowing. So just pay attention to that. I think this week is going to be a really interesting week for you guys. Just trust your gut and go for it. So very, very interesting. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you could like and share my videos, that would really help me. Have a great week, and I will talk to you soon.
Your speed doesn't matter. Forward is forward.